Hey guys, this is a trumpet routine that I started working on. It's called Trumpet Techniques by Davidson. I think it's Lewis. I don't know. Anyway, this is the book. I got it from a friend of mine, a trumpet player that I really admire. I think he's a fantastic trumpet player. And this apparently was a student of Schlossberg. You guys have probably seen the Schlossberg book, which is a compilation of Schlossberg's exercises. This is one of his students, I believe, and it goes through. It has Clark kind of studies. It has Schlossberg studies in it. It's a daily routine. It starts in the low register and it builds up into the upper register. So I'm going to play through it. If you guys have any questions while I'm practicing, feel free to ask. But other than that, I'm just gonna play. Give me 1 second to kind of set things up. It'll look like a blank screen for a little bit. I'm here. All right, there. That's what I wanted. But yeah, like I said, jump in, ask anything you guys might want to talk about, comment. Otherwise, I'm just going to play. Cool? As I'm playing, you'll get the idea of what this routine is. The idea here is it's a daily routine. It starts in the low register. It's a warm-up. It's just something to set you up for the rest of your day. It has articulation exercises, finger exercises, harmonic, slurring, articulation. It has everything. So I'm just going to play through it. The whole routine takes, well, I don't know. We'll see how long it takes. The way this is set up, a lot of these exercises, the instructions are some of these exercises should be played as fast as possible, though no faster than can be played with rhythmic control, accuracy of intonation, and purity of sound. My sound purity doesn't really catch up until a little bit later in this series, but each one should be repeated as many times as possible in one breath. I really like that concept, playing as much as you can in one breath. And you can adjust, you can play one breath comfortably, you can push it a little bit, whatever you're feeling like. Trips me up just a little bit. And that's sort of the idea. I like a routine that's a little bit different. I like changing up a routine just like a workout. You can get used to your daily workout routine, so you want to shake it up just a little bit sometimes. And that's what I like about this routine, and that's why I like to switch routines around. I'm going to... that's not too bad. I feel like there's a... that's alright. I like how this goes through the dynamics too. Sometimes when I'm playing through, I'll forget about dynamics. But if you really play with, if you put dynamics in your warm-up, you realize there's a whole lot of lip movement going on. rest a little bit in between. Now the idea here, as I'm going up into the higher registers, I don't like doing this in my daily routine. A couple things I'm focusing on. Number one, I'm trying to get a nice clear attack. I'm trying to keep the pressure off the top lip. You can see there's a little bit of a ring. I'm trying to keep the pressure off the top lip as much as I can. I'm also playing around with how straight the trumpet is. Now, to straighten the trumpet out, again, because of my teeth, with an overbite, your front teeth are over top your bottom teeth just a little bit. And if you put the pressure 50-50, you're going to have a slight downstream if you have an overbite, which a lot of people do. So for me, I'll move my jaw forward so that my teeth are aligned. I don't play with my teeth together, but I'll bring my jaw forward to straighten out the trumpet angle. And I'm playing with that a little bit too. He gives you not an option, but reminds you to articulate these also. And they'll even say here, first slur the exercise and then tongue it. So what I do here is I'll alternate ta-ta-ta with cut-cut-ka, the K articulation. I'm going to change, you're right, let me move this around just for a second. See if that does anything. See if I notice a difference. Likely nothing will be, well, maybe. But there I'll use the K articulation. important for lining up your fingers and your tongue, basically, your articulator. So I smash my fingers down a little bit firmer when I'm doing these. It's key articulation again, which isn't quite as clean as my single tonguing because I don't use it quite as much. Now as I get higher, and so this is the beginning of the third series, there's a lot of series in here. It goes all the way up to E or something like that above the staff, or even higher, I think. But I like to, for the first part, I like to use it sort of as a warm-up, and then as the range gets higher, I like to focus a little bit more on form and playing as effortlessly as I can. So here I'll move my jaw forward a little bit. Stay hydrated, folks. And the author talks about playing at a leisurely pace. So again, this is sort of like a, so this is a daily routine. And if you go through this daily routine at the start of the day, let's say, it sort of sets your chops up for a whole day of playing. So the way I approach this when I'm playing it, I'm going to try to do it as comfortably as possible. The author says if you take it at a leisurely pace with little breaks, little rests in between, it should take 45 minutes to an hour, which means I'm just about halfway done with it, or a third of the way done with it. Math. And so when you start feeling it in your lips, if you're getting tight, that's where I sort of check myself to see if I can play more relaxed, or give myself a little break as I'm going on. That's the good thing about a daily routine. I'll take a daily routine until I master it, and then I'll make adjustments to it a little bit, but that's definitely something that needs work. If you do it every single day, you'll get good at it. Playing around with whether I should do the false fingering or not. I didn't make a decision, that kind of goofed it up. That's alright. So then it gives you a bunch of variations. Now, if I have more time, I'll go through some of the variations, or I'll do all the variations, or I'll pick a different variation every day. That way I'm sort of still shocking the muscles a little bit. Like he has variations, like this one, his eighth note variations, his triplet variations. I'm just gonna do false fingering. And there's triplets too. different ways of like slurring up. So sometimes when they give you a dynamic loud to soft, you know, you go up differently than when it's soft to loud. You know, you're using different muscles, you're using different technique, right? Which is again why an exercise like this is so great, because it hits all that before you start playing, you know, your music for the day. All right, where are we at? Oh, we're getting shaky camera now. Move this. Series 4, it's up on an E. And I'm trying to use as little lip as possible and let the air go through. So again, because I have a habit of over tensing when I articulate higher notes, I use this to purposefully try to feel relaxed when I play it. Same way when I go higher, I try to use my air rather than, you know, pressure, for example, to play these notes. It's getting kind of crackly as I'm getting softer. It's another tough thing. Right about here, he makes you go from double forte to double piano as you're going higher. Sometimes I've heard, and I can't really do it, but I'm going for something like back. And anyway, that's sort of a goal, trying to get that to sound clean and fast. I like these. And by right now, you know, the lips start feeling really, really good. A couple variations. It gets articulation and slurring in there, and I think it's really great. And then it goes to Series 5. And again, this whole thing goes gradually up in range. By the time you get to Series 5, you're on a G above the staff, and everything else was below that. So as I go higher, I try to keep that same feeling of relaxation, trying to keep the pressure off the top lip, trying to use good form. And sometimes, because I try to do it so relaxed, I'll miss the first note. And I think it's important to visualize your attack, to imagine the note that you're about to play, to imagine what it feels like to play it without getting too touchy-feeling. See, like that. When you do that, if you do that, don't be too hard on yourself, because everybody misses notes. Just remember what it felt like and try to get that feeling of the higher harmonic. Because again, if you're trying to play as relaxed as possible, and you're trying to push the boundaries of how relaxed you can play, you'll probably miss sometimes. Because any of us could push harder into our face, blow harder, flex our lips more, and make the note or a higher note come out. Again, that's not the point. What are you going for here? And so, don't let your vanity spoil a good warm-up routine. When you have the opportunity to slowly go up in range and use good form, to try to teach yourself to play more relaxed. Again, if you're trying to go as soft as you can play, you're playing around with the border of having a sound and the sound completely falling off if you're trying to play as soft as you can. So again, don't feel bad if you're going for something and it's not quite happening. That's why it's a daily routine. You get to play around with these things. Again, what I'm going for here eventually with time is something like I don't think it's not quite under control yet, you know what I mean? And the timing's not quite there either, but again, that's why it's a daily routine. You can play around with these things. Also tongue. Again, there's a lot of alternate exercises in here. You can switch them up. And again, if you're curious, this is Trumpet Techniques. Here's the picture of the cover. You guys want to take a look at it. I think it's a great book. He has a ton of things. It talks about the attack. There's a ton of writing at the beginning, sort of instruction on playing a trumpet and how to use the warm-up book. Talks about the breath, the embouchure, pressure, lip slurs, valve slurs. It talks about tonguing. I mean, it's a great book. And then it has the daily exercise. Talks a little bit about warming up. Gives you, I mean, it's terrific. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great book. All right, where am I at? Hey. Hi. I'll respond. Hi, go practice. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, what is this? These alternate exercises. Ha! Life's great. Thanks for asking. The baby's great. I think she's sleeping right now, actually. Because babies like to sleep during the day so they can keep their parents up at night. Thanks for asking. But I'll... Oh, alternate. Alright, here's the next one. Again, I love the dynamics in here. When you're playing, you're doing your daily routine, throw some dynamics in there. Makes the rest of your day better. The other thing that this really helps, if you're focusing on it, is keeping the center as relaxed as possible. So I'll bring my teeth together slightly. It kind of brings my lips together. How old is she now? She's like 8 weeks, something like that. She's starting to smile and she has big eyes and she starts to stare at you better. She's cute. She's a sweet little girl. We went to church, we dressed her up, she's wearing pink stuff, and I mean, it's weird having a girl, because boys, they're kind of low maintenance, you throw pants and a shirt on them, but girls, I don't know, mothers like to dress their kids up when they're girls. But yeah, she's real sweet. When babies are born, they look a little bit you know what I mean? No? You don't know what I mean? I don't think babies really start to get cute until they're like 3 months old. Some of them are. Maybe it's just my kids. But she's pretty sweet. She's only a month and a half, but she's pretty sweet. Someday you'll understand. Just you wait. Someday. I kind of think that's the best thing you can do, you know? Get married, have as many kids as you can, and having kids is great. I don't know if my audience is probably kind of a young audience, but graduate, get married, have a bunch of kids. Like, it makes you a better person, you know? If you have kids, maybe that guy, you're funny. When you have kids, all of a sudden, life's not about you anymore. It makes you more responsible. It makes you prioritize. You prioritize your time. You prioritize your money. It just makes you a better person. You're more responsible. Because all of a sudden you have this other person that relies on you for everything. It's so good for you, you know. Before I had kids, I was a mess, just a mess. And now look at me. You can't have a billion kids. You can't even, if you try to have a lot of kids, I don't have to go into this here, but nobody can have a million kids. That's impossible. Impossible. I have 4 kids. And it's not like they're, well, anyway. Kids are great. You never have a kid and you're like, gosh, I wish we could put them back or something. Every kid you have, you're like, yeah. Like, you love all of them. It's great. Kids are great. Like, you learn to love them. And it makes you a better person. And it builds character. And it makes you a better trumpet player. As long as you do it after as many kids as possible. Well, you know, whatever. As many kids as... whatever. Where was I? So now here's Series 6. As many as you and your wife, whatever, not getting into it. Not today, because I gotta practice. So I can play with my kids who need exercise. Oh, the sun's coming in the window. That's okay. This exercise sounds like... No, this is great. And I'll probably print some of it out for you. This is Trumpet Techniques by Louis Davidson. It's really, really great. It covers everything that you would want in a trumpet routine. Articulation, slurs. I'm going to go back to not... No! Go practice. It's good for you. Practicing is your friend. Come on, man. And this is a great routine. I'll probably print some copies for you. Don't go back to playing video games and whatever else you're doing. Go. Don't you have like an audition to get ready for or something? Right? Anyway. Where was I? Got it. But thanks for coming in. Forever on that stupid 16th note run in 18. It's a tough lick. It was probably time well spent. That's awesome. Was that the one? That's just like your B minor harmonic scale, right? I think it's that one. Yeah. Spent 45 minutes on one suit measure. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Like that's not bad. Sometimes that has to be done. You know, if the whole thing is easy, but there's one measure that's difficult, and you skip the one measure, you know, where are you? So, you know, that's fine. Trust me, it's better you get it out of the way now, and then just maintain it day to day, than to putz around and never get it down, and just sort of kind of play it, you know. So I'm glad you put some effort into it. Thank goodness. So when we meet up for our lesson, it'll be perfect. Right? Yeah, that measure. Plus. There's a bunch of annoying children at my house to go practice. Oh, did you have family come in? That's awesome. Hey, I know what it's like to practice with a household of kids in it. And it's good for them too. It trains their ears. Like having music around them it's good for them. So you're probably doing them a favor. So keep practicing. It's only going to help them and you and everybody. Oh, where am I? children aren't annoying, you know? You can have a lot of fun with kids, but you gotta learn how to... You just can't expect to do your own thing. Like when there's kids around, you gotta learn how to manage kids, you know? Kids get really excited about everything. And kids are they're really fun if you know how to play with them, how to work with them. Kids are great. As long as you're focusing on the kids. If you focus on yourself, kids would bother you. But the kids were all 6th graders. It's really annoying. You know what? You were a 6th grader once too, you know. The kids were all... So they're all really... 6th grade can be a tough age because they're old enough to know stuff. A lot of yelling and crying. 6th grade, they still know stuff, but they're... 6th grade, they know a lot of facts. They have a lot of information, but they haven't processed the information to where they understand what they're talking about. So they can say a lot of things and sound half intelligent, but they don't understand what they're talking about. And so, lots of yelling and crying. Well, you know, there's a lot of excitement in that age, you know? You gotta learn to, there's so many feelings at that age. You gotta learn to rein it in and control it and like point it at something. That's why sports or playing a game is so fun, because you didn't teach me that when I was in 6th grade. So you got to skip that phase. Well, you were just a very reasonable, intelligent 6th grader. So you're always easy to work with. You know, they don't make 6th graders like you were anymore. What was that? 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago? It was a different time 7 years ago. I mean, think about it. That was back when Obama was president. It was a different world. We don't have to get into that, though. Is that true? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. See how much better you could have been if you started taking lessons a year earlier? Something to regret. A very different world. Yeah, man. Obama was president back then. Who is it? Hey, Charlie. How you doing, bud?
Good.
I'm doing a video. Here's one of my kids. What is it, bud? He's very timid. What can I do for you? I'm practicing.
Did you see the thing that I did?
Yes, I saw you put all my books over there. Oh, there he is.
And this?
I didn't see that, no. Oh, are you going to read that or what?
Oh, you did see
That's
it.
Charlie. I didn't look at it. I was practicing.
Can you see it?
No.
Why is it all moved all over the...
I didn't move it. I don't know. Yeah, there's a child. YouTube's probably going to take it down now. Nah, I'm just kidding. My other video had chickens in it. No, wait, no, that wasn't my video. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, you know him. He says, read that over there on the screen, Charles. Read the screen over there.
This?
No, over there, read that.
This?
Yes.
That guy spent...
Go down a little farther.
That guy, yeah.
Go down farther.
That guy...
Go down farther.
That guy...
Read the last one.
That guy. Hello, Charlie.
There. He says hello. Okay, I gotta practice. He looks a lot like he looks a lot more like my wife than like me, as you can see. Acts a lot more like my wife too. Yes, indeed. Charlie, you gonna go deaf way over there? Listening to this? You gonna lose your hearing? What do you think?
All the Narnia.
Not like
all
a.
the Lord of the Rings.
Thanks a lot.
And
You know, I feel like the red shirt kind of brings out the red in my cheeks, so I don't look too pasty white. You know.
what's this show?
No, it's pretty. I haven't been outside in years. Okay. Thank you for talking about my complexion. It's not like. Well, never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So this is the one starting on a C. I'm trying to play it relaxed, and it's just tough to do. World, I'm afraid not. You might have to buy it. I haven't looked into it, how much this thing actually costs. Bright shirt. It is, isn't it? So this is the book. It's Trumpet Techniques by Davidson. This is the whole book. And it's great. I don't know. I haven't looked online to see how much it costs. You going out? Here. I'll see you later. Nope. I'm almost done. My chops are almost done.
Bye.
Oh, there he goes. Kids are great. It really is. Yeah, this isn't a free download situation. This is somebody else's book that I'm using, that I'm going through. I might print off some copies for my students, but if you're interested, I don't think the book's that expensive. Actually, let me look. I should look real quick. Yay, bye Charlie. He's such a sweet kid. Wow, my head's really close. Let me move this. Let me take a look. So Davidson, or Lewis, I don't even know. Trumpet Techniques. This thing costs $31. Oh wow. There's an original. Yeah, it looks like it's not really in print anymore. Let me see. Technique, trumpet. Gosh, that's kind of seems expensive. B flat, trumpet sheet music. I wonder if eBay would have it. eBay.com. I might have to find something different. So Lewis David. Did I spell that right? Davidson. Trumpet Techniques. See if they have a download of that. $35. I mean, there's some out there. Brand new. I'm gonna look into it. Again, I'm just using this as my daily routine right now. I might put something together that's similar, but yeah. I don't think it's in print anymore, sadly. So, I don't know, I might look around, see if I can find an accessible copy or something comparable. Anyway, I think it's great. But you sort of understand the concepts. Maybe I'll put something together that has a similar idea to it that you guys can download. Let me take a look. And then sometimes when you have kids, who is it?
Honey.
No. There's the third oldest. Let me see. Where am I at? Ah. What is it, Sebastian? You want to come in? Minecraft? You should play Minecraft or practice that. You know, if you don't have it down, you should probably practice it again. You know? And when you're practicing it, don't forget your practice patterns. You remember the practice rhythms? Do those. You'll get done with it in 5-10 minutes, and it'll be done for the rest of your life. Now, next. everybody like Minecraft so much? Is there something special about Minecraft? I mean, it just looks like a bunch of pixelated boxes that you just put together. What's the deal with Minecraft? Could you explain that to me at all? It doesn't even look fun. Like, what's the purpose? Is there a mission? Do you gotta, I don't know, save a princess from somebody? Like, what's the deal with Minecraft? It's just getting it up to tempo and lining it up with the Met, of course. And yeah, you're right, Minecraft probably won't help you with that. It's fun, but what do you do? What do you do in Minecraft? Everybody I know plays Minecraft. There's no mission. What do you do then? What's the point? What's the purpose of Minecraft? That's what makes it fun? See? That's young people. See, my generation, we had a task and we did it. You're free to do whatever you want. No. You see, that's the problem with this generation. When you're free to do whatever you want, like he's free, he just does whatever he wants, and it's chaos. When you're free to do whatever you want, it's chaos. See, what you need is structure. Sports have structure. Look at basketball. Why is basketball... No, Sevy, not now. I'm trying to tell the people. I'm trying to tell the people. Anyway, you're free to do whatever you want. If you're playing basketball and you're free to do whatever you want, it would be no fun because people would carry the ball and they would walk around the court and there'd be no... When you do whatever you want, I don't know. I don't have fun games like that. Your generation is way worse. Whatever. At least we have focus. We had a direction. It wasn't do whatever you want. It was do this. It's like, all right, we'll do this. We'll do that. But now you guys wander around. What is there to... I know, I'll build something. Do whatever you want. I don't know. So now, trying to articulate, high note, semi-relaxed. Don't you count as a millennial? Yeah, I'm a millennial. What are you? I don't really know I'm a millennial, but I'm a bad millennial. See, I'm more like I don't know. What generation do I identify with? I can't think. So technically I'm a millennial, but I'm a millennial that got married and has kids. How many millennials do you know actually commit to marriage and have children? Millennials nowadays are dumb. What do they do? They go to coffee shops and they talk about nothing. I don't know. Like, millennials are pathetic. Like, you're right. My generation's awful. I can't stand people in my generation. Which is why I don't have any friends and why I practice a lot. Where was I? The generation that just thinks about themselves all the time. The generation that goes on Facebook and stares at themselves all day long and oh, thanks, Claire. I'm Gen X. No, you're not. Gen X? That's crazy. Anyway, enough ranting to... I'm just going to practice. Where am I at? not Gen X. Gen X is somebody different. You're like Gen Y. As in, Gen Y, do you want to play Minecraft so much? Where am I at now? I can't play that high. How many millennials do that? No, that's for sure. Millennials live with their parents and play video games all day and don't get a job and don't have any focus because they do whatever they want to do, just like Minecraft. You see, Minecraft ruined millennials. Don't let it ruin you, John. Don't let it ruin you. Make sure. I almost slipped there. Minecraft. I'm just teasing. Where am I at? Oh, shoot. Tension free anymore, that's for sure. Let's see. Again, just because this is sort of like a daily routine, like I would practice this two different ways. Way number one, go through it and use it as sort of a range building exercise. Or way number two, which is the way I like doing it more, I would go through and play it to whatever range is comfortable, whatever range feels pretty good, and not tax the lips too much, so I can do more playing later. But because it's Sunday, I'll probably spend more time with the family after this and not practice a whole lot. I'll kind of use this for both and build the range up a little bit. Where am I at now? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Just a forewarning, I'm at 14% battery. This is going to blow any minute, and then this will be over. Oh, shoot. From harmonic to just chordal progression. Well, you just gotta practice more. Yeah, you'll be fine, man. Lyrical, because something's got to be difficult, or it doesn't. You never build character. next? Oh, I can't play that. I don't want to play that one. And then that one, oh, that's awful. I can't do that one. Unless I rest a little bit. Big easy for you. You're funny. You're not going to have 3 lyrical etudes. That's insane. I'm not going to push that. Alright, I'm going to have to call it quits. Am I getting... What is this? How does it work exactly? Who is this? Oh, this is somebody else. I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay. Well, let me try it one more time. I've been playing? An hour, 20 minutes? I'm going to take a break. You know, the thing about going from low to high, for me, is after playing for an hour and a half, I get tired, and trying to get a G out after that, I'm just going to take a break. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. Yeah, go practice. Actually, I might warm down. I got 7% camera left. Let me see. I like going back to the beginning for a warm down. So I'm just going to warm down until my phone here dies. Oh, shoot. I screwed that up. Oh, come on. It always screws me up. You know, that's a good idea. Making a video on how to clean the trumpet. I should do that sometime. you know, I think I will do that. Thanks for the suggestion. How to clean a trumpet. Because that's important, you know, especially if your valves start sticking. You know, that's a good idea. Alright, thanks for coming in. My phone's about to die. I'm going to put this thing on the charger. Let me move this. Actually, let me see. If I put it on the charger like this, it might just keep going. This is a really cool angle. Yeah, let me just do that. Oh, boom, 15%. Let me see what this looks like. Because when you're cleaning your trumpet, well, I'll just tell you a little bit right now, since you're here. I'll clean my trumpet. Yeah, you just put it in the bathtub. So if you put your trumpet in the bathtub, let it soak for 10-15 minutes, and then, well, I disassemble it, obviously. Yeah, I'll do a video sometime. How I clean the trumpet. It'll be a picture of the bathtub. Actually, I was going to clean my trumpet, I was going to clean it today or tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll film some of it. I've been playing around with the video, with my video editing program, and it'd be cool to do a voiceover anyway. So I'll do like video and I'll put a voice over it. That's something I've been wanting to play around with anyway, so that's a good idea. Thanks for asking about that. So that'll be, I got several, well, whatever. I'm gonna keep warming down. Camera angle, but I have this quick charge for my phone. The phone that I'm using here is a really old Samsung Android, and the plug-in is broken. So if I try to plug any charger in, it breaks the charger. But I have this quick charge or speed charge or whatever it's called. So I just set the phone on top of that, and yeah, it kind of works. Where am I at? Again, I never like to leave the trumpet without the lips feeling normalized again. Since I'm here, let me see one more time if I can find a PDF or something of this book. So this is the Louis Davidson trumpet. Let's see if I can find a copy of this thing anywhere. Trumpet Herald. Get in touch with Ronald Modell. It's his cousin. I think he's still alive. Look for a publication of his. It's out of print, but probably available in some music libraries. I don't see... Yeah, I wish I could get a... All of Louis Davidson's book are coming back to Q Press. Where's a Q Press? Let me see here. Well, this might... Oh, here we go. So there's a... So if you go to Q Press, Davidson's Trumpet Techniques by Davidson. $23. And let me see. This is a 25th anniversary edition. There's a forward. Yeah, that looks like the one. Actually, and they have a preview for, well, there's a print edition. Let me see. So for download, oh, it's still $21. Here's for print. Yeah, you can download it for $22. And I think it'd be worth it. And I got this copy from a friend. Let me see. Trumpet profiles. Yeah, I don't see any other place to get it. But Q Press. So you can find copies of it. Where else? Let's see. See if anybody else knows where it is. Sorry if this is boring for anybody else. How much does he call? Blah, blah. Yeah. So Q Press. So the letter Q and then Press and then Louis Davidson. You can find that. I showed the book at the beginning of the video and throughout. Yeah, 23 to 26 bucks. But it's a great book. Actually, I might, if I didn't have a copy already. I mean, I would just paste it for all the world to see if that were legal, which it's not. But anyway. Alright, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll put another video about cleaning a trumpet later. That's a good idea. Alright, thanks so much. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.